So now, continuing the value proposition stuff, the another question comes to our mind is, how different are we? Now, don't be stressed by these jargons. Oh, value proposition. Oh, unique selling proposition, USP. It's simple as that. You got your consumer, you got their problem. You are not the only one solving. So how different are we? What is that one differentiation factor? Continuing the Pizza Hut and the Domino's example. So the 30-minute delivery becomes the value proposition, which is irresistible for a consumer to say no. Of course you want that service at the doorstep. So here, if I say, what are the gains and pains of a consumer, and how as a brand we are giving them the right, like we are creating the gains, like gain creators, and pains, so pain relievers. Now the value proposition is simple: the gains, pains, gain creators, pain relievers. Now in gains, okay, so what will be the gain like? The client, you get a client, right client at the right cost that you want. You get a sustainable system that keeps on giving you leads. So these are the gains that you as a designer would want, and this is what we are creating or enabling as a brand to give you the right value. What will be the pains like? Oh, I'm not an extrovert, I'm unable to communicate much. I guess I'll not be able to do this alone. I'll need a community support or something like that. So there may be many pains. I don't know how do I charge for the services as per the market. So am I undervaluing or am I overpricing? So there are many confusions or pains in your mind. So a brand will always try to create opportunities so that the gains are taken care of, and create relievers so that the pains are being relieved. And what happens is, see, when you are creating a brand, people get lost in features. That is the biggest issue. Now by features, what I mean is, okay, so we have this pre-recorded videos or pre-recorded videos, then we have this in English or something like that, the language, we can change the language, etc., etc. You will see brands talking about features, you won't connect well. But you see brand talking about a USP, a unique selling proposition, one solution which is backed by a good story. We as humans connect with the story and that unique selling proposition, that okay, with this program or the product, you will be able to get clients level up as a high ticket designer. So in similar way, any brand you might take, any case study, again I'll repeat, we are using our own example so that you will be able to relate it with the same product only. Oh yeah, he's right, this is how he's also applying it in the day-to-day activities or while building your own product or your own service. So don't get lost in too many features. Just focus on one strong USP that is solving the one big gain the consumer wants, and that is solving the one big pain the consumer has. So one USP that you will cash in on, and that particular USP will help you further. Like as I said, don't jump on the artboard directly. It is all about the drawing board first. So now see, on this drawing board you are able to understand the consumer, the segmentation of the consumer, the problem it goes through, the biggest problem, the solution that we are offering. But okay, what other solutions, there are also other solutions, then how are we doing it differently? Now when you start selecting the design, the colors, the fonts, etc., as we move further, but still I'm giving a little context here. your mind will be so much clear. Okay, this is why I'm using this font, or this is why I'm using this color, this is why we are going ahead with this layout, because you know, right, that okay, this is not being used by any other competitor, this is how we will differentiate ourselves from the competitor, or this will highlight our this USP very well. So it's everything is done, everything is thought through, and you will be able to do a thoughtful work for your client. So here we go with these questions. So who is the consumer? What are their pain points? What is the solution we are offering? Are there other people offering the same solution? Then how different are we? That's the thing. Now everything this boils down to a very, very strong concept, which is brand positioning, which I'll explain you with some crazy examples that will fit the concept in your mind. So in this next session, we'll be covering everything boils down to positioning of a brand in a competitive marketplace.